matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will get first crack at it today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be hyper, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now he's looking to throw it. Uncorks it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries.
Going over the top. Snags it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on third down. Back to throw, it's Overton. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Ocean from the wideout. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Hardy. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Stone. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Makes the catch. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick strike complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Big fella moving. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Lining up to add another. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Makes the catch. It's Lopez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his man. It's Lopez. Still on his feet at the 45. He's running free down the middle. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Gives it on the option. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They kick it away on 4th down. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. There he goes. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was...
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Rides the back and leaves it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking to pass. It's Overton. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for... What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Gives it on the option. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. Fakes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen.
Turning it on! All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Cowboys in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Grab behind the line. It's Shabera. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. He'll keep it himself. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A lot of urgency for this offense.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Looking for a man. It's Overton. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pucks it out of the air.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Oh, they're after him. And he gets there. And they get him down at at the 14-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's the handoff. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the beatdown has ensued. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll do it himself. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
2nd down coming up.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Overton. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option to give. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Got it near midfield. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Offense in an empty set. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to do.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. At the 30. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 29 over UAB. We'll circle back if anything...
There he goes. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Makes the grab. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. The Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Cowboys had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Flips it out to the back. Plows through the defense. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. And they'll take a knee. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of